What's up, Aspire people? Olympics are on, so let's talk about the theme of this video, how your body and how we experience pain, injuries, and such like that, more similar, just like Olympic athletes. So you're more like an Olympic athlete than you know. Okay, so we got 3 minutes here. I'm going to try and keep this one really quick, unusually. Okay, 3 minutes, and go. Okay, you're more like an Olympic athlete. Okay, let's talk Shaun White. Let's talk Shawnee Davis. Let's talk our Olympic athletes. In the off season, are they going to do a workout that they would do kind of mid-season? Are they going to do a workout 2 weeks for the Olympics? No. Why? Because they get injured. Because that's greatly above their training load. And they would be at, their body could probably do it, but they wouldn't get the best benefits out of it. They'd be asking for an injury. Okay, how do a lot of people come in here? Do they usually say like, oh yeah, I was bending over and my back popped. I just bent over and my poof. Just did, and or like, oh, it's just my knee just really started hurting from one thing. No, usually it's gradual things that add up over time. Why? Okay, well, a lot of that comes to is that because people don't get enough, because we tend to do things that are above our physical activity, our physical capacity, or very near it, that we used to be able to do when we were 18. 18, your young tissues are forgiving. You can do whatever the heck you want. You can go out and run 10 miles even when you're not in shape. Next day you might be a little sore. Next day you're fine again. But it's not like that when we get in our 30s and 40s. Or even then, therefore. Why? Because 30s, 40s, what usually happens? Kids. More stress from job. Tend to don't eat as well. We tend to not exercise as much. We tend to not move as much. And so while things that we used to think were no big deal, like hanging a picture, painting, which is a lot of arm movement up here that you don't normally do. So those muscles are now being way overloaded. Those muscles are being asked to do an Olympic event for you, to where they're working a lot when they're not used to having to do that. Or like carrying groceries, or a lot of wrapping, putting your body in positions that it's not normally used to. Even kneeling. Kneeling is a position to where some muscles are working really hard, some aren't. It may not seem very taxing because you're not going as you're doing it, but because it's a new position that some muscles are going to be working more than others, you're technically asking those muscles to work a heck of a lot more than they're used to. So that's how we're like Olympic athletes. And that just like an Olympic athlete's not going to do one of their training workouts, they're not going to go in and compete in the games in their off season when their body's not used to it because that's greatly above their physical capacity at the time. Same thing what we have to do. And that's why exercising is so important. That's why strength training is so important. It gets your body ready to improve your functional capacity. So when you try to do things like painting, like hanging something on the wall, like carrying the kids, like playing with the kids on the floor, like doing anything that involves some muscles having to work a lot harder than they're used to, being in a different position than they normally are, like walking, kneeling, stooping over, anything like that, that's where injuries can happen that slowly build up because our body's not used to it. Okay, that was about, hey, I did it. Okay, keep watching Olympics. Go Team USA. Woo! USA.